The committee will come to order. Without objection, the chair is authorized to declare recess as the committee at any time. Welcome to today's hearing entitled Examining NIST Priorities for 2025 and Beyond. And I recognize myself for 5 minutes for an opening statement. Good morning. Today's hearing will focus on the priorities of the National Institutes of Standard and Technology for the fiscal year 2025. I'd like to welcome the Honorable Dr. Locascio back to the committee and thank her for taking time to speak with us today. I look forward to hearing your testimony, Doc. It's been almost 2 years since the Chip and Science Program Act was signed into law. This legislation authorized critical research and investments to ensure economic stability and prosperity for the United States. Whether that intent becomes a reality is dependent on an efficient implementation. The CHIPS and Science Act provided $50 billion in federal funding for the Department of Commerce to strengthen the U.S. position in semiconductor research, development, and manufacturing. NIST is home to the CHIPS Program Office and is responsible for overseeing how this funding is allocated and awarded. Congress appropriated these funds to bolster national security and ensure that semiconductors can be produced here in the United States in a cost-effective way. If we can get this right, the global semiconductor supply will be insulated from unstable markets and prevent many of the disruptions that occurred during the COVID epidemic. It would also ensure that the U.S. reaps the economic benefits of economic leadership in the field. We in Congress have a responsibility to ensure this effort is a success and that our tax dollars are used efficiently and effectively. If we burden local governments and industry partners with regulatory requirements and long review timelines, we risk wasting billions in taxpayer funding and weakening our competitive advantages over our adversaries. The CHIPS and Science Act includes guardrails for protecting investments in semiconductor manufacturing, new research security measures, and other provisions that once fully implemented will make it harder for adversarial nations to compete with U.S. companies. I hope today's hearing will provide valuable insights into the implementation of CHIPS and Science Act, as well as an update of NIST's continuing role in strengthening U.S. scientific innovation and competitiveness. NIST is one of our nation's oldest physical science laboratories. In 1901, Congress established the agency to support U.S. industrial competitiveness by improving measurement infrastructure, which at the time was lagging behind the capacities of other nations. Since then, NIST has served as industry's laboratory to advance U.S. leadership in measurement science, standards, and technology to support U.S. competitiveness. Today, serving as industry's lab means prioritizing key research areas such as quantum information sciences, microelectronics, advanced manufacturing, cybersecurity, and artificial intelligence. Last year, NIST released the AI Risk Management Framework, a set of guidelines required by the National AI Initiative, a bill by this committee. I would like to commend NIST for the transparent, bottom-up approach it used to develop this framework, which ensures this voluntary guidance is useful to the broad community of AI stakeholders. And I expect NIST to continue to use this process as it develops additional guidelines to help manage risk related to generative AI. NIST has been recognized as a leader in the AI space for quite some time. Decades of NIST R&D has served as the foundation for many AI advancements, and these capacities are growing exponentially. In October, the White House issued an executive order on safe, secure, and trustworthy development and use of artificial intelligence, tasking NIST with several new responsibilities to promote the development and deployment of safe and trustworthy AI. I'm pleased to see the administration acknowledging and applauding NIST's expertise in this space. However, while it's a mighty entity, NIST is a small agency, and its resources are spread exceptionally thin. I'm concerned that some of these additional responsibilities may wind up taking focus away from core NIST responsibilities. In addition, given the short timelines provided by the administration in the executive order, NIST is under a lot of pressure to deliver and can't afford to fumble. But this work should not be rushed at the expense of doing it right. I hope to hear your thoughts on addressing these challenges. My opening statement only touches on the fraction of the work that NIST does, but I look forward to diving into all of today's hearing. And again, thank you, Dr. Locascio, for being here.